Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for It's Panning Cats and Dogs. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project and was created by Deb over at Deb B, as well as Danny over at Danny's Makeup here on YouTube. And for this project, we have prompts related to pets in our lives and pets in general, specific breeds. I have 5 prompts-ish that I work on at a time. Plus I include the best of breed prompt, which is prompts about our own pets. So I do have 2 items that can roll out this month, which is very exciting. The first one is for the prompt scratching post, any nail product. So I rolled in this cuticle pen. It's just a pen that I refill with cuticle oil, and I always forget about these. So I rolled this in to finish. This was the one that I had marked for this project, and it is finished. I'm so excited. Ugh. I need to get better about doing cuticle oil on my nails. Or, yeah, my hands, my nails. Next one that can roll out is English Mastiff, something with extremely bulky packaging. So I rolled in this loose powder by Fenty Beauty. This is just massive. It's their Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Lavender. I'm not the biggest fan of this powder. I'll use it, but it's not my favorite. I feel like it's a little bit drying on my skin, like more than other loose powders. So not my favorite, but I will continue to use it. I rolled this in for 30 uses. I had 28 last month, so I just needed to use it a couple more times. Anyway, that's rolling out. So now onto the prompts that I am still working on and the products I picked for them. This one is almost goal met on this. Best of breed. This is telling you about my pet Jax, who was my panther kitty, my black panther kitty. He passed away several years ago, but I rolled in something with black packaging. This is the Marc Jacobs Lamarck Lip Creme in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I rolled this in for 20 uses. I'm wearing it today. Today's use is 17, so I just have 3 to go. There's the shade. I do want to finish this year. I had 8 last month, so I did use it quite a bit. There is the shade. It's a beautiful color. I'm loving it with this look. Anyway, 3 more uses to go and this will roll out. So I'm going to try to do that like in the next week or so I can go ahead and roll that lipstick out. Next prompt is another best of breed. This is for my sweet, sweet long-haired kitty Milo. He is nowhere to be found. There's no cats here right now. They're all missing. They're snoozing somewhere else. Anyway, so because he has long hair, I decided to roll in this Verb Glossy Shine Spray with heat protection. And I rolled this in for 30 uses. I'm up to 11. This is going to be in here like the entire length of the project. This goes through October. Probably not that long. But you know, I mean, I don't use this every time I wash my hair because sometimes I let my hair air dry. And then even today, I didn't get a chance to spray it because I was like really struggling to be ready in time for a conference call, so I didn't even spray it. Anyway, 11 uses so far, 19 to go. Next prompt is German Short-Haired Pointer, a product that never ends. It goes and goes and goes. This one I also am close to hitting my goal, but I rolled in a blush from this Tarte color wheel. The shade I rolled in is Icon. And that is this shade right here. I rolled this in for 20 uses. I'm up to 18. So just 2 to go. I really do love this shade. It's really pretty. Anyway, this one should be rolling out fairly soon, I hope. Next prompt is Munchkin Cat. They're childlike their entire lives. And you would roll in something with childlike packaging. So I decided to roll in this adorable hand cream from Etude House. This is their Missing You hand cream, and it's the Harp Seal one. This smells like grapefruits. It smells so good, and I've only used this a couple times. But oh my gosh, it smells so good. I do like this. I just used this before I started filming, and I do like it. I will say it's a little bit sticky. I don't necessarily mind that, but if you want like a dry touch feel after you put on hand cream, I don't think you like this. I don't really find that that's moisturizing. So anyway, it's fine. I love the way it smells. It smells so good. Next prompt are balls or toys. And that's something that always rolls away, like a lippy, mascara, liner, etc. I decided to roll in an eyeliner. This is by the brand Douce. It's their Ultra Precision Eyeliner in the shade Blue. This is a really beautiful blue color, but it does not show up in my waterline, which sucks. Now it's also kind of drying out. That's a really hard, like I had to press hard in order to get that. If I'm just, you can see like it doesn't really show up very much. So what I have been doing is I will put down a black liner and then put this on top. So I'm not getting this like fun, bright color. The other thing that I did the other day is I have this Milk Makeup like long wear gel eyeliner. I don't think they make these anymore, but this was in the shade BCC and it's kind of like a cream liner. So I put that down on my waterline first and then I went in with the blue. Let me show you what this looks like. So it just slightly changes the tint of it. It's okay, but I need to remember to do this more frequently. Anyway, I rolled that liner in for 10 uses. I'm up to 4. So 6 to go. And then the last prompt I have that I'm working on is cats, a product you are so tired of, you wish a cat would knock it off the counter. So I rolled in a Buxom full-on lip polish in the shade Dominique, and I crazily rolled this into finish. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I'm working on it. I mean, I've used it a couple times. You can see I do have some staining on here because honestly, I cannot be bothered with cleaning this off. I don't really like this product. Anyway, using it. So what I decided to do is I'm going to roll in 2 more prompts to replace the ones that I finished. I know that's way more than 5. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1 more than like the 5 outside of the best of breed prompts, but I don't care. So we're going to roll in 2 new prompts. All right, here we go. Let's see which one we get. The first one is, I already did this one. Sometimes these don't get removed. I don't know why. I just talked about that. First prompt is Sharpay, skincare product that combats wrinkles. It's a great prompt. Oh, and then number 2, ID tags, product that starts with the first letter of your name. Okay, let me find items for these and I'll be right back. I am back and you might be able to hear the rain that's outside. It is raining. You may hear some thunder because it's a thunderstorm. Anyway, so what I decided to do is I'm going to roll in 2 more of the best of breed prompts just to make sure that I'm able to get through them because I have 2 more pets that I want to make sure that I touch on. And they're current residents of Shea School. The first one is Mr. Marley. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but all of my cats are rescue cats. They are, I think all 3 now have come from a foster group in like north of Dallas. And I remember when I went to go get Marley, I had Milo, and Jax had passed away not too long previously, maybe a couple of months previously. And I was like, I think Milo needs a friend because I travel a lot for work. So I like to make sure my cats have a partner because they keep each other company. So I went to, and I think it was off season for cats. Like there weren't a lot of kittens around. But my friend knew somebody who had a set of cats, and they were a bit older, like around the 6-month mark. Baloo. I was like, that is not a name for that cat. Anyway, his name was Baloo, and he immediately jumped in my lap. And he does this thing, this really cute thing where he doesn't do it very much anymore. I should say that he doesn't do very much anymore. But whenever, up until about a year or 2 ago, every single time he'd get in my lap, he'd purr, and then he would start suckling on his own fur and making biscuits. But he would suckle on his own fur, like make it into a little teat, like a little thing of hair into a teat and suckle on it. And that's what he did the first time I met him. I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh, he'll grow out of that. Well, he still does it from time to time. He doesn't do it as often anymore. I mean, he doesn't do it even every day, maybe once a week. But he used to do it all the time. And so he didn't really grow out of it. I mean, it took like 5 years. Anyway, I just fell in love with him. He's such a sweet kitty. Now, he's a talker. He talks his face off. Every time I go into the kitchen, he's talking to me. He's always wanting treats. He's a big time talker. And him and my Last kitty cat, Ziggy, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. They are like the best of friends. They love each other so much. They're best buddies. When I got Ziggy, Marley was right up at the gate because I had a baby gate up for a while so they could smell each other and, through the door. And he got up right up to that gate and was like, I want in there. I want to check out this cat. And they have been the best of friends. Best of friends. So for Marley, because he is such a talker, I decided to roll in a product from Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. This is in the light shade, I think. Does it say on here? Fair medium. Pillow Talk Fair medium. So I'm going to roll this palette in for 5 uses. And here's what this gorgeousness looks like. I haven't touched it since I got it last holiday season. And I will go ahead and swatch this for you. Oh, it is gorgeous. This Pillow Talk blush. Oh, so there's the blush, the 2 highlighters, and then the last blush. I don't know. Does she have names for these? No, it's Soft Blush, Super Glow, Multi Glow, and Super Blush. There are the 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. So again, I'm going to roll this in for 5 uses. Now, the next and last kitty cat I'm going to roll into the project. I don't think I'm going to go back to animals that I had when I was a kid. I'm just focusing on animals that I've owned and taken care of. So the last one is the Zigster, Mr. Ziggy. He is the most recent addition to the house. He is actually my COVID kitty. I got him in July of 2020. So his backstory is my sister had told me about her friend. It was actually my niece's friend's mom, who had this kitten that she was taking care of, that she'd come across 2 or 3 cats in a field by their home, and there were strays, and so she scooped them up. They were kind of like scavenging for their food. So she scooped them up and started taking care of them, and she said, this one kitty is just adorable. He's the sweetest cat. We all love him. They take him in cars for rides, etc., etc., and I was like, let me see a picture. So I saw a picture of Ziggy, which if I can find, I'll put it up here, but otherwise I'll put some baby pictures of him. And I was like, okay, I need to meet him. And I mean, I knew at that point that he was coming home with me because he needed a home. It's like, I would like to meet him. So I think it was maybe a week or so later, I went to my sister's and her friend brought Ziggy over to the house. And yeah, it was like, he's coming home with me. He was this teeny tiny little ball of fur. Now, it has been a very long time since I've had a baby kitten in my household. They're a completely different beast than a 6-month-old cat, right? Completely different. So anyway, I brought him home. He was the sweetest thing. He did the best in the car. He was the most chill kitten. And there was a reason for that. So it didn't really dawn on me until... And I had even taken him to the vet. He seemed fine. It wasn't until one day I noticed he was really lethargic. And I took him to the vet, my vet, and they were like, well, maybe he's dehydrated and, his tummy isn't feeling well, etc. So they gave me some medication to give him, and I brought him home, and then he just did not get any better. In fact, got worse. My vet has one of those, like, after hours chat apps where you can chat with the vet. I don't want to say it. So I think it's like, $25 or $40 or something. So I paid that and I said, hey, here's what he's looking like now. He hasn't really got any better. He's like, yeah, he looks worse. Go take him to the emergency vet. So I took him to the emergency vet. And again, this was during COVID. So I sat in the car. I think I took him at 7 p.m. I sat in the car until midnight, until they finally saw him at midnight. And I think they took him back at 11 and did blood work. And they basically said he's extremely anemic. They were surprised that he was still around and that he needed a blood transfusion. If you know anything about this kind of stuff, you know how expensive that is. I was quoted a ridiculous amount of money. And before I handed them my credit card, I said, is he going to make it? Like, I don't want to do this if there's like this 90% chance that he's not even going to make it. So they said, yes, oh yes, it'll be fine, probably to appease me. But he ended up staying the night. They did a blood transfusion, and come to find out that the reason why he was so anemic and needed a blood transfusion is because he had a bacterial infection in his blood from eating fleas when he was, a kitten, like much like younger in the field by himself, scavenging, So there was no clue that he was sick until he was just super anemic. And that's the reason why he was such a chill cat or kitten, because he was so anemic. Anyway, so lucky for me, his blood type, they only had one bag of blood to be able to do a transfusion. I think they originally intended to just keep giving him blood, but they only had one bag of blood. So they were only able to give him one transfusion, which meant my bill was significantly lower and his levels like shot right up. So as you guys know, Ziggy is healthy, fun, adorable cat. And he 100% recovered. I had to, of course, put him on major antibiotics and give him medication for like 3 weeks. And he fully recovered and is like, he's the alpha cat of the group. In fact, this is related to the prompt I'm going to roll in. If I give any attention to any of the other cats, he will come over, he'll look at me, he'll give us a look, like, I don't think so. And he'll come over and start making naughty biscuits on a blanket that's nearby or something. And that's why he's gotten the nickname Dirty Dirty, because he makes naughty biscuits. He's the only cat that I have ever had that does that. And I really did not know what that meant, because he basically stomps his back feet and jerks his hips. I was like, what is... And then it wasn't until I Googled making biscuits with back feet or something about cats and saw that it was, naughty biscuits. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. He does naughty biscuits. He's my dirty, dirty kitty. So anyway, like I had mentioned earlier, him and Marley are the best of friends. They sleep together. They don't do it as often anymore, but whenever Ziggy was little, him and Marley would sleep in the same like hammock or something, and it's adorable. And I still catch them doing it here and there. It's so stinking cute. All right. So for Ziggy, because he makes the naughty biscuits, I decided to roll in something that was dirty. And I went with, of course, a NARS product, because NARS has names that are always dirty. This is the Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Orgasm. So I'm rolling this in for, I was going to say, I don't want to do 10 because I want him in here. I'm going to do 30. We're going to do 30 uses on this. It's just a very light lip tint. There, you can see it. If I don't hit my goal for this project, it's fine. I think the one I probably won't be able to hit my goal on is this one, but whatever. Anyway, so 30 uses on that one. Now for the 2 new prompts I have rolled in. The first one is Sharpay skincare product that combats wrinkles. So I decided to dig around in my bag that has my 100 Colorful Empties products. And I pulled out this Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream. This is a moisturizer, probably an evening moisturizer. Ooh, that looks really nice. I'm just going to test out this formula. Oh, maybe daytime. It feels really nice though. We'll see. I'll have to use it to see whether I prefer it day or night, but that feels really, really nice. So we're going to roll that in to finish. The next and last prompt is ID tags, product that starts with the first letter of your name. So I decided to roll in this Clarins Total Eye Lift. Again, this is in my 100 Colorful Empties. This is an under eye treatment. I don't think this is not a moisturizer. This is more of a treatment. So anyway, this has 7 mils, so about half of a full size. So it's going to take me some time to get through this one, but I am rolling this one in for like a daytime use. And those are my 4 new products rolling into the project. Anyway, that is going to be it for this update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I have 5 prompts I work on at a time, plus the best of breed, which is I have 5 prompts working on. Next prompt is Munchkin Cat. They look like they are. So I decided to roll in this hand cream from a Tude house. What? But they only had one black. I don't think I mentioned this, but Ziggy has some Russian blue in him. Okay, come on. He does not look happy. Okay, you can go too. They don't like that. Okay, bye.